Hi, welcome to Networks Learning. My name is Riaz Gul. Today we are going to see how we can build a virtual lab, especially if you are trying to simulate some network and security solutions. So you have an option to simulate the network and security solutions virtually on your lab environment. Basically, previously we had GNS3. Many of us are aware about how we operate GNS3 and how we can have different kind of labs on GNS3. But in these days, there are new solutions in the field of network simulation and network learning. So these two are PNETLab and EVE-NG. EVE-NG is the most preferred one, which is it has two variants. One is the community version and the other one is the professional version, which is a paid version. The community version is free, where you can simulate your basic networking and all the simulations, but with limited number of nodes. But I'm quite sure for basic networking and basic security solutions, it's quite enough for your learning purpose. And the other one is PNETLab. PNETLab is the open source, and it has full-fledged networking, and it supports almost all the nodes, and it has quite vast number of iOS, and it has one of the largest what you can say community on the internet, where you can have feedback on any of the problem with respect to PNETLab virtualization. So I have one physical server. I'll show you. The physical server is HP Z620 with 192 gigs of RAM and 40 cores of virtual CPUs, and I have hosted ESXi on this physical machine, and inside ESXi I'm using PNETLab. So I'm going to show you. So this is my physical server. It's HP Z620. It's an old system, but for lab environment, it's quite a good system you can use. And I have one hard drive of 2 terabytes, and one network card is active, which is having one physical NIC, and I have one virtual switch. And I'll show you the settings for the virtual switch. So make sure you set these settings to accept when you are having ESXi hosted inside any physical server and you are using ESXi for virtualization. And you can download PNETLab in EVE-NG from their website, and you can install it. Basically, when you download, you will have an OVA or OVF file. So you have to import either in ESXi or either in VMware Workstation. It supports both. Any virtualization can be supported using these two. These two platforms support almost all of the virtualization platforms. So you can have either ESXi or you can have VMware Workstation. So you can download it from the PNETLab website here. And also, so I was checking that EVE-NG is now providing you with the iOS image. Previously we had OVA file from here. So you can see over here you have professional version and you have the community version. The community version is the free version. So you have different kinds of sources for the download you can use. And one more thing is that once you download any of EVE-NG or either PNETLab, you have to download the Windows integration pack. So inside Windows integration pack, you have different utilities that are integrated with the EVE-NG or PNETLab for node access, for different kinds of Wireshark installation, real VNC installation. So everything is included in the EVE-NG client pack. So from here, you can download. These are the links. So once you download, you have just to import in the virtualization platform, make sure you select offline mode. It's good, and then you just log in, and these are the steps where you can follow and install on your virtual environment. So currently I am connected on one of my physical machine. Physical machine is connected to the home router, but the IP which I am seeing over here is not from the home router, so I'll reboot this machine. So once you have both the EVE-NG or either PNETLab, and you have imported into the virtualization platform, after that you need iOS images. Either any of the solution you want to simulate on the platform, you need iOS images. For iOS images, either you can use the iShare 2 community to download inside PNETLab or EVE-NG. It will help you to download any of the images available on the internet. So you can use iShare installation using these guides from GitHub. So it will show you all the details. So basically it provides you with all the available resources for PNETLab or EVE-NG. You can just use it to pull the images from the platform. So all the details are here. I'll put the links for these installation and EVE-NG or PNETLab in the description of this video. So now you are seeing that it's getting 192.168.1.195. So first thing is we have to navigate to this IP address. So this is my physical server, this physical machine, and inside this physical machine I have PNETLab. So the networking happens by default if you have only one network card. So this vSwitch is by default created, or you can also modify. Currently I am also only having one uplink. You can see over here, and my all the VM network is connected and hosted to this physical network. I mean binded to this physical NIC. So any address, any IP address or any DHCP request will go to my home router, which is behaving as a gateway and DHCP server for all my virtual infrastructure. So later on I will show you how you can build your lab, and you can have your one edge router inside PNETLab, and you can have your own infrastructure, DHCP servers, Windows servers inside the PNETLab. You can do the complete routing and switching based on your requirement. So currently I am navigating to PNETLab. This is the console. So the methodology is same for either you are using PNETLab or EVE-NG. So once you are logged in, you will have this console. Inside this console you will have one main window, one running labs, accounts, system. Inside system you will have some system settings. So anytime you upload any iOS image, you need to fix permission. In EVE-NG we have CLI command, but in PNETLab we have the GUI interface where you can just click it and it will fix the permission for new iOS's, and you will be able to use the new iOS images. So this is the thing how you can set up in the PNETLab or EVE-NG virtual environment. Now the second part is how you can upload the images. So I'll show you over here how I configured it for iShare 2. So I have to navigate to this menu via CLI. So default password is pnet. Once you log in, it will show you on the screen. So these are the commands which are available on their website on GitHub. You can navigate to the link and get all these images running inside your lab. So you can see over here I have 1, 2, 4, 9 chemo images, and also you have IOL and other as well. You can see. So this is how you can, in order to download these, you just have to use the same command. You have to use pull and you have to use say from which category you are downloading. I am downloading from IOL, and you have to give the ID number. Suppose I am downloading this image, sorry, this number serial number 6, so I'll just put I share to pull IOL from serial number 6, so it will show me the status. Once it's downloaded, you just have to navigate to the PNETLab interface and just add the node, and it will do all the things in the background. Otherwise, if you are doing it manually, if you have these images, you can upload it using any of the file transfer protocol or file transfer utility. I am using this software. It's called WinSCP. So using this, usually I used to upload using this. So it's saying that already exists. So I have already downloaded. That's why it's already there. This is how you can upload. The other thing is WinSCP. Using WinSCP, you have to connect to your PNETLab, or I'll show you over here. I have the IP 192.168.1.197. Okay, yeah, 190. Sorry, 190, 195. 195. Same password. Root pnet. Yes. And you will be landed into the root directory. You have to navigate to OPT, PNETLabs, adds on. Over here you have 3 directories where you have to put the images. IOL, layer 2, layer 3, routers, and other VMs. So this is the second method. One method is you pull using iShare 2 command, and other thing is if you have the images downloaded, you can just put these images. Over here I have some Nexus 9300. Over here you can see that its name, the file name Nexus 93v6410.2.2 f.qcow2. But in once you upload these images in EVE-NG or PNETLab, you have to rename them. So there is a complete naming convention which you have to follow for any kind of image which you upload or you are trying to use. Sometimes we upload and we boot the node, but there is no console. We don't see anything on the console. For that, the reason is you don't rename it according to the naming convention. So naming convention is also provided on PNETLab for EVE-NG. You can navigate to this link and you have to follow. The naming convention is provided for all the vendors. You can see over here Cisco, Firepower, HP, Huawei. All the naming conventions are provided over here. So you have to rename them according to their naming conventions provided over here. So currently I was having Nexus. So Nexus 9K you have to rename as SATAA.qcow2. Most of the other devices I am having is HDA2, VIR, TAAW2, Fortinet. So I'll show you some of the nodes which I have already uploaded. You can use FileZilla or any other utility to transfer these. So once you transfer these, you also have to find the command for the fix permission. Otherwise, it will not boot. So fix permission is one of the command which fixes the permissions once you upload any of the image to EVE-NG or PNETLab. So you can have this command. Usually I just copy and paste, that's why I don't remember. And I use PNETLab, that's why. Over there you have the GUI interface. So this command you run after uploading the image, so you will have no issues. So in PNETLab we have this interface. So currently I am having a number of iOS images over here. So primarily we'll be focusing on Palo Alto VM. So I have renamed it according to the naming convention. So I'll also show you over here. You can see over here you have the panorama image also available in PNET or virtual environment. So you rename it according to this. So this is how you can set up your VMs and your virtual environment and lab inside the you can see VMware ESXi. So this was the first lab. I'll go through the other Palo Alto labs, primarily focusing on Palo Alto firewall. So hopefully we'll try to learn. If you have any question queries, you can raise on my channel. Make sure you subscribe and uh, press the bell icon so you never miss any video from my side. And if there is anything, you can share me any suggestion, any queries. I will definitely help. I have quite large number of networking labs inside my virtualization environment, so we can definitely learn more. Thank you so much.